Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is getting a little bit upset. They do currently feel a bit lost, like they maybe made the wrong decision, but they're trying to get through a difficult time. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay in silence. So I do feel like this is a no contact reading, or at least a low contact reading. Maybe you talk to this person every once in a while, but it's certainly not somebody that's like in your inner circle or knows a lot about what's going on. But they have heard something. The other card is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me that it isn't. So the fear is that as they have felt lost and upset about the distance between the two of you, there's something here that makes it seem like you might have less of a problem with it, or that you might be, I don't know, falling for somebody new. And this makes them really concerned and question whether or not they should continue to be no contact. Hello, Cosmic. How are you doing? Hello, Frozen. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hello, Tandy. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Hello, Shayla. Thank you to the current members, by the way. Let's start with, we're going to go with the Soul Cat Tarot. I hope you are as well, Shayla. So I'm getting closer to launching the candles, and I'm excited. I will probably start adding the link in the description box for you all, but I have to make sure that the last couple of steps go well first, okay? So thank you for your patience, but I do have a name. Curious Carmen's Candles, because I'm obsessed with alliteration, and because my second channel already has Curious Carmen. So I figured I would stick with that, but I created the labels for the candles, and I'm pretty excited about it, so yay. To start, I think I will just offer 8 ounce, but from there I'll probably expand a little bit. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Hello, Capo. Hello, Rick. What's going on? Thank you, Shayla. My aunt actually had a nickname for me when I was little, which was Charmin Carmen, which I was tempted to do as well, but it's just awkwardly close to a toilet paper brand. So we have the Chariot and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so now that I'm worried that I might actually lose you, now that I feel like maybe there's someone else who is interested in you and who might be able to pique your interest, I feel like now I have to come through and tell you what's going on, but also I want you to tell me what's going on. So it's a fact-finding mission, and also I probably need to tell you that I've been missing you. So this no contact situation is not going to be no contact for very long. Hello, Linda. Hello, Lloyd. How are we doing today? Hello, James. Oh, thank you for alerting me to your scam. You're welcome to come back if you'd like to actually, like, you know, listen for a little bit and be non-judgmental. You might even find some cool people in the live chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a breather. You can think about it. Maybe find a better channel for you. Hello, Matt. How's it going? Platform Crocs, pleather bell bottoms, and a puffy winter jacket, and a Russian fur hat. Now, that person clearly has no problem being bold and authentic, so I gotta give it to him for that. But platform Crocs. That's wild. I can't even imagine. Hello, Amina. How are you doing? Hello, Matthew. Oh, that's definitely a request. I struggle with funny stuff. I've even been told that I smile when I'm angry, which is maybe actually just creepy. Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. I love this card. See, the thing is, this is someone who views you as the Queen of Cups. It doesn't matter what your gender is. This doesn't mean you have to be a woman. But they see you as the person they would want to be with if they're going to be with anyone. It's almost looking like, I don't really care to be in a relationship unless it's you. You're the only one I want. But you're over here going out to sea. You're like, hey, let's dip our toes in the dating pool, you know? Hello, Serena. Exactly. Matt with the emoji. I love it. So we got the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You know, maybe they didn't know what they had till it was gone. Maybe they were uncomfortable with some of the things that they needed to process emotionally. But something has gotten this person to let go of their fear and insecurity, stop feeling comforted by silence, and instead get a little motivated to say something. Because we got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, which is where we like to see it. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a cat who's blindfolded, stuck in a tree. I think personally, I would have depicted a cat stuck in a plastic bag or a paper bag. It was usually a paper bag that Stewie got stuck in, like, you know, the handles. This is someone who's recognized, I was holding myself back from doing right by you, and I can't really probably blame you if you move on unless I actually do something about this, you know? Hello, Alessio. Hello, April. How are you doing? Hello, Unholy. Hello, Praveen. Hey, Praveen, I'm going to put you on the smallest of timeouts and just encourage you to, well, it's really 5 minutes. It's like second smallest. You can be respectful in my live chat, or you can be blocked, okay? There's some really great people in here. I don't really like what you're saying. You can come back in 5 minutes, and maybe we can all be friends. But if not, maybe I wouldn't just go find a different channel. Hello, John. How are you doing? Hello, Doctor. I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Wheel in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. This person is stressing. They might be pacing back and forth. They might be, I don't know, asking friends for advice, consulting books that they have, rereading your messages. But this is someone who's decided, I can't just let you keep walking away. I have to at least try to contact you. Because if there is a possibility of a second chance with you, that's what I want. But they know if they rush this, they're probably going to fumble it. If I just like blurt something out like, are you actually leaving? Are you actually over me? Like, you know, you can't just rush the, are you dating someone else? I've got to have some other approach. Or, you know, maybe there's just going to be no second conversation. Maybe there's going to be no reply if I started that way. Eight of Wands in the reverse. They're thinking, how do I explain the fact that I haven't communicated for so long? What is my motivation for coming through now? I can't be like, hey, I heard you're dating someone, so I figured I should text you and see what's up. I mean, you could. I wouldn't recommend it. So they're like, maybe I need to use a holiday. Maybe I need to pretend like I lost something. Maybe there's some other within our social community gossip. No. They're going through these choices like, none of this really seems like a good idea. Hello, CeeLo. How are you doing? Hello, Funk Corner. What's up? Hello, Manati. No, Kevin, I don't wonder because I know. Hello, Hannah. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Pravis, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We have the Hierophant in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. James is correct. Hello, Taki. I'm going to delete that because it seems a little bit rude. Would you like to clarify or would you like to get blocked? Let's be nice in the live chat, shall we? Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Hello, June. How are you doing? Hey, Mind's Mouth. Would you like to clarify? Or, you know, just go on about business. Hello, 278. What's up? Hello, Zach. How are you doing? Hello, Ollie. That's concerning. Oh, that's so delicious sounding. I don't think I've ever tried that, but I do love brioche, so that makes a lot of sense that that would be delicious. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? So we've got the Hierophant in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. I don't know, because they feel like you have moved on to somebody else, because they feel like maybe you're thinking about someone new, because it feels like they've legitimately lost you. This is somebody who's coming out of silence or no contact to say that they have feelings for you, to say that they miss you, to try to get the two of you back to a better place or to a better place than you ever had been. Because they know I have to be emotionally available or I have to be more mature with regards to those emotions if I want things to actually work out between the two of us. So there's this like, I know what I have to do, but I'm also kind of terrified because it's not like I've done this before, you know? Hello, Mamie. How are you doing? No, well, no, I don't believe so. Hello, Minnesota Picker. How are you doing? So we have the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. All right, so I was non-committal, or I ran away, or I didn't want to tell you that I was catching some feelings. I got a little defensive, or I made it seem like I wasn't interested in you. So I have to find a way to make sure that you understand that it's the same. We have the same interests, or I do have the feelings that you told me you had. I also feel like the Six of Pentacles could be talking about a gift. If I come back around after creating instability in the relationship or the connection, and I say the wrong thing, I might not ever get a chance to talk to you again. If I come back around after no contact and I have a gift and I'm honest and I can demonstrate that I've been working on things that are important to work on for our connection, then I might have a chance. I feel like this person is like, you know, I have to have multiple things working in my favor in order for someone to actually like take me seriously. So we have the Moon in the reverse and the World in the reverse. It's clarifying the Hierophant in the reverse. I feel like this is saying I have to do something unconventional or out of my character unless, you know, because this is an unfinished business between the two of us, and the only way to actually get anywhere is to not do the same things. If I come through with the same energy as what happened last time, then it's probably not going to go anywhere. I'm probably just going to get like the door slammed in my face. Hello, Crom. How are you doing? Why would one want to be Superman? Everyone knows his weakness. That's funny. Hello, Kevin. What's up? Thank you for liking and subscribing. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Page of Swords. I think this is someone who is going to bring a gift of some sort, and that could be, you know, in part because of the holidays. If you're watching this, it's not too far away from Christmas. But I think this person is going to bring a gift, something that shows they know what you like. And they're going to start the conversation with, it was my fault. I should have committed to you, or I should have been more reliable or a better partner to you. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong, and I've been working on that, or I'm not going to do that same thing again. That's actually a pretty good way to start things out, right? Here's what happened, and here's what I can do about it. Ownership, accountability, changed behavior, honesty. That's what they're deciding. Maybe then I'll have a chance. Maybe then this person will actually talk to me, right? Hello, Ron. How are you doing? What's up, Redbeard? I hope you're having a good day. So we have the Tower, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Devil in the reverse. So I know that in order for there to be change within our romantic connection, there first needs to be a demonstrative change in how I approach that connection and my behavior. So good for this person. They're saying, I was the problem. It was me. I was the villain. I caused these issues. I got defensive and I pushed you away. Or I didn't want you to know how important you were to me. I got nervous. Maybe this person was worried that you were going to reject them, so they rejected you first. But they're going to say, I know what caused that. I know what pushed me to be fearful or, you know, not be able to trust you. And I'm dealing with that. Or I have dealt with that. Hello, Ayak. How are you doing? Sorry. Hello, Ronnie. I do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in or after the general reading. Thank you for clarifying, Rachel. Yes, with priority to those who tip or donate. You can also donate memberships to others, and I will read a few cards for you in that situation too. And for those of you that want a private reading or a longer form reading, I do offer those as well by email, and that email is in the description box. That's fair. Oh, that's so funny. Are you trying to spell liar, but twice in a row you spelled it wrong? That's funny to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, no political stuff in the live chat, y'all. You know this. Hello, Ella. Jesus loves you too. Just please remember to be religiously tolerant and respectful in the live chat. I think in part, Kevin, it's because we've been so like lambasted with heroes in movies that it's also just kind of like, oh, is that what we're calling a hero these days? But there are heroes out there. There's also a lot of people who maybe a hero is strong, but they add so much to their community just by being compassionate. So do we have to be a hero? No, but if we make somebody's day better, it's progress, right? Hey Mavis, what's going on? So we've got 5 of Swords in the reverse, 7 of Wands in the reverse, and the Lovers in the reverse. So I'm going to make things right between the two of us. I'm apologizing for the things that I believe I did wrong, and I know that I did multiple things wrong. I know why you didn't choose me, or I know why you felt like you had to, like, I don't know, get to know some other people. Thank you, Hannah. I got you. Did I say hello to Rick? I think I did. So look, this is someone who believes you are interested in another person, but also is doing everything they can to get the two of you into a better place through their own accountability and changed behavior. So I would argue that this is pretty good intentions for this person from your past, but I also don't know anything. Like, this is all their perspective. I haven't gotten insight into how you feel or what's going on with this person they think you're dating. Chariot and the reverse and the Sun. Yeah, I think you've pretty much decided this person, what are we calling them? The King of Wands. Remember, this person does not need to be a man. This King of Wands is pursuing the Queen of Cups. Most of you would probably identify with the Queen of Cups. Again, that does not have to be a woman. But this is a beloved individual who was in a no-contact situation with the King of Wands. The King of Wands has gone through some enlightenment or ego death because they've realized they might actually lose you, and there may actually be someone else who you are interested in, and they don't want to completely walk away from the connection. They feel like there's unfinished business, right? Hello, KGF. How are you doing? Hello, Friday. Oh, did you gift something and I missed it? Oh, thank you for the sundae. I did not see it. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little too tuned in. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse. My. Unexpected loss. I think this is someone who went through something that they did not tell you about. I think it's not so much I wasn't doing right by you because this horrible thing was happening in my life. I think they're going to come forward and have that accountability and say, I could have handled this better, or I should have talked to you about this. But I do think they're going to elucidate for you something that happened in their life while you were still talking, or at least talking more frequently, and admit that they should have at least made you aware of what was going on so that you weren't questioning, is this all because you decided you're not interested in me? Hello, Scott. Hello, Farise. How are you doing? It's true. Hello, DMT Gun. What's up? So we have Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh. And the Three of Swords. I don't know if you're keeping track there, friends, but that's the Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. 333. This person's on the right path towards change, and in part, a big reason is they are no longer associated with somebody that was disloyal. So this could be an ex that was always a problem of theirs. This could be a family member or a friend, maybe even a job that was problematic. But there's been a significant change here. And I do feel like it would be something that you would be a bit shocked to hear that they've changed or actually, you know, done something about. All right, let's see what else we have. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else? Hello, Adolfo. How are you doing? Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. So I hope you find something else. Hello, Dino. Dino. Sorry. I'm possibly thinking about food. So naturally I was thinking dining room or diner. So we have flight number 28 and heart number 7. Opportunity, prosperity, new venture, don't wait. Emotional awakening, creativity, intuition, follow your heart. Interestingly, in a lot of readings I've seen this card and said, okay, so there's a new opportunity and you need to make sure you're pursuing it. This is someone who is, it's like they finally addressed the emotions that they had, decided, you know what, I really do want to be with this person. So if that's true, then I need to actually say something. I need to take the actions towards this relationship. So this is a person from the past who's doing the work. They view you as a visionary, somebody who does things your own way. They see you as very confident, self-assured, passionate. Self-worth is definitely something that you have been working on, or you might be an example for others. There's a very unique energy to you. They don't feel like they could be happy with anyone else after having encountered you. So it's magic. This is the Gilded Reverie. Hello, Manissa. How are you doing? Oh, did I miss out on something exciting? Uh-huh. Alrighty then. Thank you, Rachel. Hello. I'm sorry, I didn't see that name. Natik? Hello, Nat. How are you? Hello. Is it Samantha? How are you doing? Strange. Hello, Obed. How are you doing? Hey, Mira. What's going on? That is a very interesting compliment. I'm kind of shocked because I had an obsession with the Titanic, but yeah, I've never heard that one before. Thank you, I guess. Hello. Yeah, a cold shower. Is that a pun? An iceberg shower. No, don't do that. That's risky. We have the bridge. Well, bridges, I think is technically what it's called. Number 38, which talks about connections. I'm telling you, this is like you're talking to someone new and this person from your past is like, forget about that new person. They haven't been working on themselves like I have. They can't offer you what I can. They might not know anything about this new person, but they're gonna be like, they're not like me. They're nothing like me. What are you doing over there wasting your time with a zero when you could be with a hero? Hopefully they're not that cheesy. Hopefully they actually have some riz. But I do feel like this is someone who is going to willfully admit to you, I was wearing a mask when you and I were getting to know each other. I was nervous to show who I really was or be honest about the emotions that I have for you, but I'm not anymore. I felt lost for a while. It took me a little bit, but I don't want to lose you. So here's what I've been working on. And also here's this gift. Hello, Josh. How are you doing? Hey, Friday, I start that a little bit later on, probably within about 5 minutes. Hello, Tommy. How are you doing? I do not speak Hindi, I'm sorry. But Naitik, I will tell you that after like maybe 12 hours, they do generally add captions, so that might be helpful. Believe it or not, I used to actually speak even faster. I'm trying. We have the Wishing Well, number 41, and the Home, number 4. Hello, Sia. Nope, that's not my thing. So I've never seen it this way, but this house card, number 4, I just heard house music. That's funny. This house card is talking about the domestication. Somebody who may have been a little bit like Brad Pitt's character in Legends of the Fall. A little bit of like prodigal son, or, you know, I don't want to settle down. I don't want what everybody else wants. I do feel like we have a change of heart in this individual, the things that they are motivated by or how they define their dream life. It's changed. They didn't used to have somebody in mind that they would want to grow old with or want to be living with or partnered up with, but now that's what they want. So again, I feel like they're about to communicate with you, with the birds, and you're going to be a little bit surprised that somebody who had seemed pretty non-committal, probably a little lacking in accountability, they've done a bit of a 180. They have changed. They are not the same. Natik, it's because it's a live stream. They can't do captions immediately. They just don't have the bandwidth for that. But if you check back after like 12 or at least 24 hours, well, I would say at least 12 hours, but sometimes it takes longer, then they add those captions, is my understanding. Sometimes it's faster than that. I don't know how they decide. Probably just amount of work, right? Hello, Sia. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is a good movie. I agree. Hello, K-pop. How are you doing? Are you like Googling these like comments to make? I personally like a pinch of goth in my style. I hear ya. I definitely hear that. Y'all are funny. All right, so we have the safe room card. This is a gamer's ways, by the way. Ooh, look at that hair doing some weird shit out there. So shout out to Jess. Let me see what we got here. You've come far and found your way to a safe room. It's cozy and monsters can't get inside. Take this time to recharge and express gratitude for how nice it is in here. A victory is likely imminent. I think this King of Wands is going to get a positive response. Because they put in the work, right? They're trying to communicate correctly. They got like good intentions. It's still a bit risky though, right? Oh my, we have the free-for-all card. It seems there's some disagreement on what the party goals are during this venture. Everybody wants something different, and there's concern as to whether this cooperative effort can be successfully cooperative. So the free-for-all makes me believe that there are absolutely other interested parties in this Queen of Cups. And if you are the Queen of Cups, perhaps you already know that there are other folks besides this King of Wands from your past that are pursuing you or looking to be in a relationship with you. But I'm getting that it's not a very fair fight. There's some people here who are getting a little reckless. Spawn camper, no morals, no integrity. The developers cannot be blamed if a player uses their free will for dark deeds. It's disgraceful to prey on those who've not spawned long enough for a sitrep. Some players are truly lost. All right, so I feel like this King of Wands is right. There are other interested parties in this Queen of Cups. Beyond that, I also think that the interested parties were literally waiting, like, you know, those people who sit outside to be able to be like the first one to see a movie or buy a video game or whatever, and they're literally like camping out. They're spawn camper. They're like people who are just like checking their watch or their phone or whatever. Like any second now, this Queen of Cups is gonna be single. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be the first one to ask this Queen of Cups out. There were people waiting for the availability of this Queen of Cups as soon as they walked away from the King of Wands. Might have been the King of Wands' friends. Wow, now we have the boss battle? This is serious. This is the moment of truth. Have you grown your skills diligently and with honor? Or have you brought shame on the house of the developers with your careless frivolities? Judgment is here. So the folks who were just kind of camping around waiting for the Queen of Cups to be single might have wasted some of their time, or might not have been as focused on how can I make sure I approach this connection correctly. Because I kind of feel like this Queen of Cups is going to be more impressed by the King of Wands. Because the King of Wands is not fooling around. The King of Wands is like, all right, if this is a chili cook-off, I'm going to prepare for months. And when we actually have this chili cook-off, I'm going to win. Now you, my friend, are not a chili cook-off prize. There are worse things you could be, I suppose. But I feel like we have this King of Wands actually being prepared to pursue you. And the other folks were just kind of like, yippee, you're single. Let's eat some pizza? Play some video games? I don't feel like the new people were really putting in the effort that they should have. So maybe that's a hidden stroke of luck for the King of Wands. All right, we are well past the 35-minute mark. So I'm going to start with Hannah's question here. Hello, Aya. How are you doing? Hello, Melon. Hello, Alphonse. Yes, we do not need personal information. Thank you. Oh, I'm sending you some abundant energy, Scott. I'm sorry it's been a rough year. Oh, you're so welcome. Dang it. Why are you guys talking about pizza? All right. What do we have for Hannah and career life, please? Five of Rupees or Five of Pentacles, which is disappointment or a negative mindset, loss. King of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords. It's a lot of air energy. I feel like there's someone that you've known for a while. This could be a former coworker. This could be a childhood friend. This is someone you trust and somebody who's very rational or intelligent. May work in a similar industry, but they're going to give you good news. They're going to tell you about an opportunity, or they're going to introduce you, or they're going to say, hey, did you know about this? And this is information that is helpful for you. This is someone who's looking out for you because they want you to be able to recover from this or to improve upon your situation. So this King of Swords, this honest friend or mentor, former coworker perhaps, they're looking out for you. So I don't feel like you have much to wait for that. Maybe within the next 2 weeks. Maybe you see them for Christmas or communicate because of that. But we've got someone who's looking out for you. So take advantage of that. That's true, Rachel. Thank you, Nat. How are you doing today? What is it that Nat needs to know? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Chariot in the reverse. Six of Rods or Six of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's someone here who doesn't like you very much, Nat. There's someone who is actively interested in preventing you from being able to achieve the things that you want. This person could be quite jealous. But they try to discourage you or find things that could make your path more challenging. And they're failing at it. They wish failure upon you, and they fail in their efforts to get you to fail. That's like poetry. Because you got this 10 of Cups. And they're sitting here thinking, why haven't you lost anything yet? You're protected. Page of Wands, Two of Swords. So if we were to say this person was sending negative energy, like literal spell work your way, it's like they're sending it to the wrong address. If they're just trying to like file a complaint, they do it wrong. They send it to the wrong company, or they use the wrong employee number. This person's inept, and it's a good thing because they can't touch you. Do you have some MC Hammer pants? You just send this person a little video. Can't touch this. I don't actually remember what that dance looked like. Sorry, guys. Hey, Luke, how are you doing? When you're doing personal questions, you don't have to worry about specifying astrological. Does that help? I hope so. Hello, Chris. No, not at all. Let's see. Will the person approach Hannah? Will this King of Swords approach Hannah? They have a lot going on right now, so I do feel like it's more so that you bring it up. Yeah. Wow, the number 7 is important. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Cups. Opportunities. So it's not so much that you say, knock, knock, hello, King of Swords, do you have any opportunities for me? It's more so that when you discuss being a little bit like meh, this person says, oh, well, you know, I might know of something. Let me just check on that for you. What do we have for Friday? Who are you calling a Kremlin, Redbeard? Friday, we've got the Devil in the reverse, Strength in the reverse. That's interesting. Normally they are opposing. Devil in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse. Friday, there's someone here who has successfully gotten over a problem and then given back into temptation. So we could say this is like a relapse, or, you know, going back to a relationship you know is toxic. But the issue here is, whether this is you or someone that's close to you, the time or effort or energy that is being invested in work or your goals is sacrificed because of this. Maybe it's just, you know, spending too much time relaxing and, you know, not building something. But I feel things are getting worse, or will get worse, because somebody is falling back into old habits. This is saying you have some work to do, and when you do that work, things improve for you. But this new beginning is not going to happen unless that behavior actually does change. That's cute, Chris. Aw, thank you so much, TFA. That's very sweet of you. That's funny. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. You're so welcome, Hannah. And then Friday, just to clarify for you, when people gift things like the cocoa, I don't usually include that with regards to doing card pulls because the value of it is really obscured and weird. So I don't really know what it is. It's cute and all of that, and I wanted to make sure to pull some cards for you, but in general, it's if you're gifting memberships or donating or tipping. Or if I really like the question. There have been some really meaningful questions that people ask, and it's not easy for me to resist those. What is it that Hope needs to know? But I do wish you luck Friday. Hello, Louisa. What is it that Hope needs to know? Hope, I did not read the first part, so I'm just pulling some cards, but Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords. I feel you're being lied to. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? There's someone here who is lost, someone who is moody and withdrawn. This person is lying to you about their home situation or their living situation, their relationship. Two of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Wands, and the Moon. I feel like there's someone who is this I feel like there's someone who is flirting with someone you don't want them to flirt with. I feel like they're telling you that they're in a relationship or they're interested elsewhere, but this is someone who's interested in who you're interested in. And they feel like they can hide this. But I feel like you already have some concern here, and you're going to get some confirmation of this truth. But someone's lying to you about their motivations, probably telling you they're in a happy relationship when they're not. Well, thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nat. Is the jealousy from work or family? I think this is work. Yeah, we have someone who feels like they're smarter than you. Who won't get figured out, or who feels like they can be like petty and there won't be any consequences. Hello, manager. How are you doing? Did I actually get Hope's question answered? Is what I would like to know. Yes, I do. Well, let me just make sure, because this is someone who's lying to you. I don't think it's, I get that it's more like a female who's lying to you, but let me just double check. That's a good point. Is this Queen of Pentacles Hope's boyfriend who's lying? Yes. Yeah, there's something online. I don't know that it's necessarily reached in person, but there's some flirtation on an app or messaging. You deserve better than that, sweetheart. So if y'all can send some hugs or some positive energy towards Hope, I would definitely appreciate that. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the high five, manager. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Does he want to be with Hope? I think he's making plans to go elsewhere. I think if I were to be kind of harsh on this, I would say it feels like this is someone who's using you. Like if you're making his life easier until he finds his next person that he could I don't know, you buy my lunch or I can stay with you or whatever. And you deserve better than that. Yeah. I feel like you are headed into a very peaceful chapter of your life, Hope, but it's because someone is departing. Like, they're moving on to their own chapter, and then you don't have to deal with that energy anymore. So I hope you have a really meaningful and beautiful period of healing coming towards you, which is what this Temperance card suggests. And with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, it starts with, no blindfold. I see things as they are. Thank you for doing that, Luke. I appreciate that. And what do we have for Luke, please? What do we have for Luke? Aw, y'all are so sweet. Thank you for doing that. What else do we have? So, Luke, we have the Magician, the Three of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. Fire energy much? I'm pretty sure you said you were Libra, but this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy throughout. Magician, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. You're magic right now. You are very magic right now, but you're not doing anything with it. Why aren't you doing anything with your magic right now? This is saying it's time for action. You've made plans. You've considered a strategy. You've contemplated possible outcomes. Like, it's time. You have what you need. What are you waiting for? I don't know if you've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I'm picturing Jennifer Love Hewitt going, what are you waiting for? Something here you need to do. You have all the information. You have the resources you need. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. Is that Ben Stiller? I think it was Ben Stiller. Wedding Crashers, maybe? And another two. You have a decision to make. You need to do it. Does it have to do with romance? Or creativity? Maybe even travel? But you have these plans already, so, like, hop to. Should Hope accept his Facebook request? Yes. But it feels like maybe not for the reason that you think. Or maybe it is. Should she spy on him? There's things that you can see from the Facebook, which is why you're being advised to accept the Facebook request. But see how the pentacle is in the crow's beak? This is saying you need to be a lurker. Don't post much. Don't say much. Observe. I feel like somebody forgets that you're on their Facebook and post something. But I think you're meant to be observing and lurking. Yes, exactly. I'm so glad it makes sense for you. Here they are. The Devil in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, Eight of Rupees, which is the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool in the reverse. Friday, and then you also had the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, both in the reverse. But see how, like, the Fool has new beginnings written on it? I know it's in reverse, but it's like we don't want to miss out on this new opportunity, right? Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? We're at the very tail end of a reading, which means the general was done long ago, and I've been doing personal questions for folks. I don't know. Should I tell you guys what I want to name my cat? The next one I get? I already have a name picked out. Maybe I'll keep it to myself. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. Thank you for being kind to each other in the live chat. That means a lot to me. And I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.